Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 5. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, you guys, so I am so devastated. I recorded this entire video only to realize that I did not record it. So this will be my second time. And I'm hoping that this is recording because I am over the edge right now. All right, so I realized in this episode we got about 6 seconds of Meredith. I was okay with that. And I thought, this is not good, Meredith. If other people are okay without seeing you as well, this could be your last season. You're definitely going to need to bring it because I didn't miss her. Get down in the comments and let me know if you missed her. All right. So I seen online that Jennifer Aydin was out online saying something to somebody. They got smart with her. Her reply was that she is coming back to New Jersey next season. Well, that information got back to Andy, and Andy said, no, we've done nothing. We've done absolutely no, actually we've done plenty, but that's not no. I wish her well. I think wait until Bravo or I say something about that. And then he goes on to say that it was a bold move from her, saying that. That does not sound good. That sounds as if Jennifer Aydin will not be a part of The Real Housewives of New Jersey next season. What do you guys think? Get down in the comments and let me know. All right, so we move on to the show, and Bronwyn is meeting up with Lisa, and we find out that in the airport coming home, Bronwyn showed Lisa a picture of her daughter's father, and we find out that Lisa knows them. Bronwyn's daughter, Gwen, her father died when she was 18 months to 2 years old. Bronwyn got pregnant at the age of 18 while attending BYU. When her and Gwen's father went to tell his parents pretty much slut-shamed her. It was all her fault. As if their son, his penis was nowhere around. He wasn't doing anything wrong. And that is something that I have known for many, many years, and a lot of religious congregations, no matter if it's Mormon, Baptist, Pentecostal, a lot of those churches or organizations, they will blame the girl as if the guy has done nothing wrong. The woman has to take the brunt of all of it. They will ask her, to beg the church's pardon, but him, not so much. He gets to go ahead and keep living his life, slinging that thing around town. As long as, he hopefully doesn't get anyone else pregnant. But the lady has to wear the scarlet letter. And I find that to be utter bullshit. Okay? Anyway, she says that his parents mistreated her verbally and then tells her that they think that she should go away for a while, have the baby, and put the baby up for adoption. That too is not odd in any way. A lot of people have gone through this same thing. And I think that it's shameful that in this day and age, even 18 years ago when her daughter was born, that somebody would say that. Are you kidding me? We were still in the 2000s, and you are telling somebody that they need to go away and pretend that they're not pregnant, have this baby, and put this baby up for adoption. Go to hell. Anyway, I think that Bronwyn handled herself beautifully. She had her daughter, she raised her daughter, she took care of her daughter on her own. And as a single parent who had my son and raised my son on my own, I know that that is no easy job, but it is the most rewarding, beneficial job you'll ever have. As Bronwyn said, people thought that her getting pregnant at a young age was the worst thing that ever happened to her. She said it was the best thing that ever happened to her. Her daughter is the best thing that ever happened to her. And I feel the same way. So I know that she is absolutely being honest. One thing I will say is that her daughter is not only beautiful, she's smart, and she is extremely emotionally intelligent. Lisa goes and tells the grandparents that she knows Bronwyn and she knows Gwen, and the grandparents think that it's time now. 18 years later, it's time. I am so pissed with those people. First of all, your son passed away when she was 2 years old. Even then, you didn't want to know her. You had just lost your son. She is half of him. All the love that you had for him, plus all the love that you should have for a grandchild, you could have been sharing that with her, experiencing all of her first, telling her about her dad when he was a baby, and how he was like her, and how they are so similar. You could have been family all of this time. Bronwyn doesn't want her daughter to be with them, but she wants her daughter to be happy, and she wants her daughter to do what is best for her. She's following her daughter's lead. Well, she reaches out to her grandparents, and they were kind of standoffish. They weren't giving and showing her the love that she thought that they should be showing her, saying that they would accept her into their life. They want to be a part of her life if she is ready to just accept them. So I'm interpreting that as if she's ready to just go along and get along and not question. That is a hell no for me. Absolutely not. They should be willing to sit down and talk to her and answer every question that she has. It's something about them that I just don't like. I'm just saying, this world is bad enough as it is. You don't need your own family disinheriting you before you even were born. Her grandparents suck. But Bronwyn is a good mom. She is strong, and she is there for her daughter no matter what her decision is. And I love that about Bronwyn, but I also love that her daughter is being real about this. She has got her head on straight, and she's willing to take it step by step, day by day. Bronwyn did say on Watch What Happens Live that we will see how this situation works. We will see the steps of her daughter and her grandparents trying to move forward and build, a relationship. I look forward to seeing how this works out. And I thank Bronwyn for bringing this onto the show and sharing this. This is extremely personal, and this is her first season as a housewife, and I think she definitely deserved her snowflake. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, Heather gets together with Whitney and Brittany. They go skiing, and Brittany says that when she got back, she received a beautiful card, stuffed animals, and 4 dozen roses from Jared. And I said, bullshit. This is just love bombing. And she's all eating it up and excited about it. She's like a damn 13-year-old. Anyway, she says she owes Jared to hear him out. He needs a little closure. And she's mad at Lisa for getting too invested and getting involved in her personal business. Are you serious? You brought that to the group. Your first group outing, when Heather introduced you to the rest of the girls, you want to talk about Jared and that whack-ass friendship. That's not a relationship. That is a one-way friendship. That is a obsession. You are looking like a stage 7 clinger. That's what it is. You were the one who was always calling, texting, and FaceTiming, Jared, Jared, Jared. Lisa was trying to help you. Go on somewhere with this. Whitney is really upset because the hotel called her and told her that they found her necklace in Lisa's room. Remember, Whitney gave all the girls necklaces? Anyway, Whitney says in her confessionals that the necklace was found in the trash, but that's not what the man said on the phone. So I don't know if it was found in the trash or she's just taking it that way. I'm looking forward to seeing what Lisa says about that necklace. Did she leave it there on purpose, which I think she did, or is she going to lie and say that she just forgot it? Whitney, who clearly wasn't paying attention at the Harley-Davidson Museum the week before, when Lisa admitted that she's the one who told Meredith about the post regarding the Alibaba. Well, she went in to blame Meredith for this, and Heather reminds her. She said, no, remember, Lisa told Meredith, and Meredith told me, and then I told you. I said, yeah, real high school. I see how that's going. So all of a sudden, Whitney thinks that Lisa is the one who put out the Alibaba rumors. Well, honey, later in the show, Whitney gets a call from her friend Adam, who she says does a podcast. I'm assuming she's talking about Up and Adam. Anyway, he says that he reached out to the person who posted the Alibaba information and asked her, who was it that gave her that information. That person didn't want to tell him, but said that he could ask them a few questions. He said, does the person have a jewelry line? And they said no. He said, does the person have a beauty line? And she said no. And he said, does the person have a liquor brand? And they said ding, 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 ding. So allegedly, Lisa Barlow is who spreaded the Alibaba rumors. Now, I don't doubt it. I believe she possibly did, but I have no evidence of it. What I can say is I cannot wait for Whitney to approach Lisa about it. I can't wait to see how that goes down. Then we move over to Mary, who is headed out to dance class with Angie, but she gets interrupted by Robert Jr., who is asking her for money. I said, again? Absolutely not. Now, apparently, Robert Jr. is going through something. You know, last season we seen him online playing video games, toting guns, smoking weed, all of this in his bedroom at Mary's house. We also seen that he had a wife, or maybe not. We don't know, but he had this woman living there at the house and he was saying that she was his wife. Now, all of a sudden this year, he is just hanging out in his room playing video games, not doing shit except for asking his mama for money. No. If this guy is going through something, Mary needs to get him some therapy. If he is not and he's just lazy, Mary needs to insist that he gets a job. This is enabling. This is not okay. He is 22 or 23 years old. It is time for him to buck up. Either get to rehab, get to a mental health provider, or get to someone's job. You need to be clocking in some damn where instead of hanging out, sleeping in your room, playing video games and asking your mama for money. No, ma'am. Mary gets into Angie's fancy car and says she smells onions. I said, damn it, Mary. You smell hospital, you smell onions. Your daddy smelled Dahmer's victims from, 2 blocks over. They've got good noses. I'm sick of them. Anyway, Lisa and Heather meet up at one of those fancy salt rooms. And recently I found out we've got one of those here in town. I didn't know we had that, but that's because I don't have any money. But I'm pretty sure people with money, they knew about it. Anyway, this is not about me. But, Heather tells Lisa that Angie reached out to her and, she feels that Angie is changing the terms of her and Lisa's friendship and challenging Lisa unnecessarily. First of all, who the hell is Lisa? What do you mean challenging Lisa? Lisa Barlow is not in charge of the girls. And if I don't like the way somebody is treating me, you damn right I'm going to challenge them. Give me a break. Get the hell on out of here. Heather is a kiss ass. She is a pick-me. She is all the way up Lisa's butt. It's almost as if Lisa's the popular girl from high school and Heather wants to be popular too. So she's sucking up to Lisa Barlow. This is crazy.
And we talked the next morning and she threw out some jabs. Like she
what?
Said, she was being mean. She said, my daughter needs me. She's just not in the room playing video games.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, that sounds like a big
That Electra requires more than Henry, and you don't understand that. And she takes, and she can't take time away from Electra to be your friend.
The editors are shady as hell, and so are the producers, because at the very beginning of the episode, they showed Lisa's son playing video games and ignoring the shit out of Lisa. I said, oh gosh, maybe production is sick of Lisa's ass too. I have no idea. Anyway, I think that Angie's comments were not saying that Lisa's a bad mom. It was just saying that her son and Angie's daughter are different. Angie's daughter doesn't sit around playing video games. Listen, a lot of people's children sit around playing video games. That does not mean you're a bad mom. But most kids are doing that these days. So I don't think that she's saying Lisa's a bad mom. But you know what, Lisa, listen, you're the one who brought her daughter into the conversation. When you bring someone's child into the conversation, you crack the door right open for them to bring your child into the conversation. I'm just saying. Anyway, Angie is mad as hell, and she makes some valid points.
Lisa's had a problem with every single one of her friends. She had a problem with Jen, Heather, Meredith, Whitney, Angie H., Monica, Mary, and now me. There's a reason no one can keep Lisa happy. She's impossible.
Listen, Angie is absolutely right. Lisa has had a problem with every last one of her friends. And every time that she has a friend on the show, whether it's somebody she brought on the show or someone else brought into the show, she always starts out like, oh my God, we've been friends forever. We remember when we used to go to Taco Bell. Oh my God, she is the best person. She is so sweet. We are friends. Like, I love her. And then as soon as that person says what they are thinking, makes their own damn mind up and decides that they don't believe the same thing that Lisa Barlow believes, all of a sudden, you're not being a good friend to me right now. You are not being a good friend to me right now. You are not loyal. And, I just don't think this friendship is going to work. I don't think we can be friends. It's always the same thing. Think about it. It's always the same thing. Lisa Barlow is about Lisa Barlow, period. And Brittany meets up with Jared, and Jared gaslit the shit out of her. She's ridiculous. I laughed so hard. I said, how did you allow this man who you said that you break up with you on national TV? You're in public. This does not make sense. She said that he won't claim her. He won't get off dating apps. And when they're out around town, when he sees another woman that he finds more attractive than her, he releases her hand. And you still want to be with him. Girl, listen, I'm tired of you. This is a whole bunch of shit. This is not your man. You are 50 or older than 50. I don't know, but you are too damn grown. You have been through 2 marriages and you have children, and you are being manipulated and gaslit, and you are allowing it to happen. Leave us, the members of the Bravo universe, the hell alone. We don't want to see you or Jarrett's anymore. As a matter of fact, can both of y'all go over to Osmond Lane and stay there? So the girls get together to go ziplining, and I was absolutely shocked that Mary M. Cosby loves to zipline. She says she does it whenever she gets the opportunity to. She says that she ziplined in Jamaica and on the Disney cruise. I was completely shocked. She had a good time. I am the friend that supports from the ground. No, ma'am, I am really scared of heights. I don't fool around. Anyway, they decide that they are going to have a little lunch right outside. And the thing is they do a lot of outside sports, and it's cold. Not me, girl. Isn't there some nice restaurant down the street that we could have just had a little lunch? Anyway, Mary said, so we're just going to eat like right out here. She said, well, we really are roughing it today. She said, and you're pulling everything out of your trunk. Mary has no idea the difference between a tailgate and a barbecue. She's never tailgated before. Listen, Mary is fancy pants. So Heather gives Brittany this little unicorn thing that she got for her. She said, just to let you know that you're special, And Mary said, is that an ashtray? And it did kind of look like an ashtray with a unicorn sticking out the middle. But no, it's some sort of jewelry thing, like a jewelry catch. So you can just throw everything in this little thing. Mary is hilarious. Anyway, Brittany gets an attitude with Lisa about Jared, talking about Lisa took her phone and text Jared or called Jared or whatever. The thing is you gave your phone to Lisa and she was trying to help you out. And she's not in your business. You opened up the door to your business to her and you poured all the information into Lisa. So if you and Jared want to keep the situationship quiet, then you need to learn how to shut the fuck up. Period. It's just that simple. Shut all the way to hell up, because you are the one who shared this information with the girls. And I agree with Mary 100% when Mary says, leave us out of it. Brittany says, I will leave you out of it. Mary said, good. Thank you so much. Yes, leave all of us out of it. You had no business sharing all this information if you didn't want a reaction. You're doing way too much. You're delusional as hell. And this man is treating you like an option and instead of a priority. You don't mean as much to him as he means to you. You need to really get into some therapy. And not only do you need therapy, you need to try to heal your relationship with your children. You done got on my damn nerves, Brittany. I was here for you at the beginning and I was trying to root for you, but you're a pain in the ass and I'm over it. I know that there is a whole lot going on about Tamara and her new On the Spectrum. We're going to talk all about that on the Real Housewives of OC video.
When Heather told me I cried.
Well, why didn't you contact her and ask her? Did she?
I don't need. She can call me and tell me what her new issue
If you
is with
cried
me.
about something that somebody said, you addressed them.
I think
not
she cried
anyone
because,
else.
well, I don't know why you cried. I felt like it took you by surprise. I was shocked. That she would say
And
something.
she
I was
also
shocked.
feels like that you champion Lisa, like you're.
I do champion Lisa.
But you've known Angie since high school.
Yeah, but I champion Angie as well. But right in this situation, I'm on Lisa's side.
You've been knowing Angie way longer than any of us.
It doesn't mean I don't love and support Angie as a person and as my friend. I think Angie's just kind of taken Lisa for granted, and she's kind of in this mode where she feels like she wants to change the terms of their friendship, but she hasn't really informed Lisa of how that's going to happen, and she's just critical and snarky.
That's kind of true for you, Heather.
I don't feel like it is. I would say everything I'm saying right now right to Angie's face.
Oh, God, here we go. My thing is with you, I feel like you leave a trail of lies. Like the black eye, and then the fact that you champion body positivity, and now that's a lie too.
Honey, listen, I screamed. Mary got Heather all the way together. Got her all the way together. I'm so glad she did. She told her to her face that she was two-faced. She said, you have known Angie longer than anybody else. You and Angie have been friends since high school. Why are you talking about her with Lisa? Why are you doing this? This is two-faced. And she says, well, I would say this to Angie's face. Lies. Because when Angie was telling you this information, you just sat there quietly and listened, and then you went and told Lisa. You wasn't saying any of that to Angie's face. That's a lie. Mary was absolutely right when she told her that, Heather, you leave a trail of lies behind. That is absolutely true. She said, what about the black eye and that body positive message? And I also agree with Mary when she says that Heather goes around saying things about people and collecting information and then spreading the information and then hiding her hands like her hands are clean. I also agreed with Mary when she said, Lisa, why didn't you reach out to Angie? Heather came and brought this information to you, and you got all upset and started crying. Instead of getting so upset and worked up and crying, you could have gotten on the phone right then and called Angie and asked her, what did you mean by that? Or can we actually sit down and have a conversation? Can we go out for drinks? And maybe that time you could sit down and be quiet instead of trying to overtalk and bully Angie when you meet up for dinner. I do think that Lisa has a right to be angry with Angie because Angie did go back and repeat their conversation to Whitney, but Lisa has never sat down to fully have this conversation with Angie, and she should. Mary was on her ass. She really was, and she deserved it. She really did. Mary was absolutely right. You lied all that time about that black eye. Then you lied on production, and they should have fired you then, but they allowed you to stay. That's crazy as hell because I don't think they would have allowed anybody else to stay. I think that Heather has no storyline this season, and so she has decided that she's going to produce. She's going to tell everybody secrets. She's going to backstab people. That is what she's going to do this season to hold on to her snowflake.
We have receipts, proof, timeline, and screenshots.
Now this was absolutely iconic. Andy said on Watch What Happens Live that when he saw this, he said, what queen produces Jeopardy? Then he said it popped in his head that one of the producers of Watch What Happens Live is a producer at Jeopardy. So that explains why every now and again we have housewife questions on Jeopardy. I thought that was extremely iconic. But Heather, you've got to move forward, and going around trying to produce and lying is not good. What is your storyline? Because right now, I'm tired of you. Get down in the comments, everybody, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.